All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 7. Oh, Grogu's captured. Grogu's captured. Yep. We're squadding up to burn the whole galaxy down if need be in order to get him back.
Yeah, and that's something that I've always wanted to see is basically the rogue group of people in the fringes of space kind of banding up together in a ship. And we're getting it.
Yeah.
We're getting it. This is no longer the dad and his son just kind of meandering around. This is the awkward squad.
Yep.
That
of certified badasses.
Yeah, that they really shouldn't spend a lot of time together in general because they're gonna make a lot of enemies.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to be fair, they actually have quite a few friends as far as named characters in this cast goes. Thus, we're getting one of the few named characters in this cast to join up with us again, Bill Burr's character, which was such a kind of a random character.
Yep.
But he was kind of quippy, so I guess he kind of fit really in this whole
it's just Bill Burr world with blasters. You know?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Bill Burr's blasters. 3 Bs, 3 blasters.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Is that a coincidence? I don't know.
Yeah. But they teamed up with Cara Dune as well, and she's going to be necessary in order for them to get him out, basically.
Right.
I'm sure that it's not going to be an issue of where they'll end up basically like automatically making enemies of the New Republic or something like that. I'm sure she has a little bit of leeway to be able to do something like this. It's just a question of whether or not she'll owe someone afterwards or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, we got ourselves a really good setup here.
We do.
And now let's go save the kid. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh, prison ship? Or no?
It's the second time. That's the second time this season we've seen an AT-AT being used as like the skeleton for a.
This is a bunch of Imperial wreckage stuff. There's a TIE fighter over there and prison colony.
Yeah, I think this is where Mayfeld's being kept.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, there he is. And that's a reprogrammed K2SO droid type thing.
It does look
just
very
has a
similar.
different head.
Can't you see him busy?
Oh,
gotcha. Okay.
All right, we're here.
I remand prisoner number 34667 to my custody.
Please follow Marshal G.
Where was she taking me?
Inmate 34667. You have 3 seconds to comply with your new directive.
Oh, Slave One, baby.
Common courtesy.
He sees it and he's like, wait, whoa, hold on.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
You know, for a second, I thought you were this other guy.
He's like, oh shit.
Yeah. And I like the cleaned up armor for Boba.
Yeah.
Because you're Imperial.
Hey, that was a long time ago.
Oh.
You still know your Imperial clearances and protocols, don't you?
It's an old code, but it checks out.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna pass though.
But it's a start.
Because I'm guessing if the Empire is in the stage of being like, we're on the outs, we're not fully gone because we have Star Destroyers,
Yeah.
The Believer.
Ooh, okay. He's beginning to believe.
So who's the Believer in this case here?
Yeah.
Which of the crew?
Off, idiot.
He's like, who?
Yeah, forget it.
They have his kid.
The little green guy?
Yeah.
Little
So?
guy.
I believe there's one on Morak.
Morak.
Wait, Morak? Was that in Jedi Knight Fallen Order?
Wonder what they were finding in there.
Looks like Rhydonium. Highly volatile and explosive.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of like this one, huh?
All right.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
If we end up seeing Slave One doing some proper space battles or strafing attacks, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Fennec will go.
No, I'm wanted by the ISB. I'll trip the alarm too.
Fett.
Let's just say they might recognize my face.
Great.
Has to be you.
Yeah.
All I'll go.
So unless you
Yeah.
can take off that helmet,
Yeah.
you'll be going in alone.
Yeah.
Or say goodbye to your little green friend.
He's gonna have to.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Stormtrooper helmet.
No, but there's no way. There's no way.
Just quick change, you know? Yeah.
No, that's. All right. Yep. All in shot. I like it. I
Okay.
like it. That was
Okay.
awesome.
All right.
Now that right there is worth the price of admission.
Wow.
Wish I could say it looked good on you, but I'd be lying.
What would they say on Mandalore? You got such a sunny disposition. Can't imagine how much fun you are in one of these.
Wow.
This is such a fun setup.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, this is
Love it.
going so super well.
Yeah.
So now, do we talk? Who talks first? I talk first? You
Right.
talk first?
Hey, come on, man. You still get to wear a helmet, right?
Just the slight shaking of the head, just like, oh my god.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I didn't come here to be friends with you.
Right. I can't believe I have to put up with this.
Feels better when it's off.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
So, do you think he'll end up taking it off at some point?
No,
Will he get forced to?
Maybe he'll be forced to.
Sure. Oh. Oh, that happened.
You'll get us to the refinery.
Oh.
They're basically like, if this was the Wild West, they'd be carrying a bunch of nitroglycerin, basically.
Look, if you were born on Mandalore, you believe one thing. If you're born on Alderaan, you believe something else.
Yeah.
Guess what? Neither one of them exist anymore.
Wow. Wow.
You said you couldn't take your helmet off, and now you got a stormtrooper one on. So what's the rule?
Good point.
Everybody's got their lines they don't cross until things get messy.
Yeah.
That's true.
For reroute.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
You want to put the helmet back on?
Oh, watch it be the New Republic or something.
Well,
and they're
or-
like raiding right now or something.
Or the, well, sure, that'd be crazy, but.
Oh.
No, yeah, it's the. Wait.
Who is this?
Yeah. We're okay. Huh.
Ratataki? Oh, wow. They're sealed containers. It'll be fine.
Wait, they had thermal detonators?
Oh! Wait, it's that easy? Oh, that was close.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. Don't bump them around too much. Slow
Wow.
down. Slow down. Oh.
Trying to blow the Rhydonium.
Yeah. It's not what they've been doing to the other ones or anything. No, stay out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
here comes
Yeah.
more.
Oh, man.
Wow. He doesn't have his gear either.
Yeah.
Oh.
No
Wow.
way. Oh.
All right, hand to hand. Let's
Yep,
go.
yep.
Okay. Oh, clean.
Yep.
Ah,
Just
yeah.
tiny little bump.
Oh, yeah. This armor's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Well. All right. Yeah. Yep. Whoa.
right,
This
okay.
is good. All right, now
That's
they're
why
all
you
fighting.
probably shouldn't have thrown that weapon.
Oh, this is good choreography. too.
Yeah. So much for it being just the Mandalorian armor, right?
Right.
Shit. Oh, right.
Oh,
But
my
they want
God.
to get off so that way they don't all die there.
Oh no!
Get
But now they have no reason.
detonator. Oh. No way. How many of them
my
are
God.
there?
I think. All right, we need Fennec
Wow.
or Kara to snipe these guys.
Or
This is-
slave one to just.
yeah, but they can't have Slave One show up here.
No,
Like,
yeah, that would
too close to the
would be
base.
a problem. 5. Oh my God.
It's just the Imperials!
Being happy to see TIE fighters.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right.
That's awesome!
I never thought I'd be happy to see TIE
Right,
fighters.
right.
Like, all right. Okay. Wow.
These guys are crazy!
Yeah.
I don't think they're pirates necessarily. I think they're more natives of the planet then, because they are really serious about.
Yeah, they're zealous about this.
Yeah.
Like, this is we're defending our home kind of situation.
We
probably.
will die to make this.
Right.
You know, make you guys go away. Oh, and they're all like, "You guys are heroes, man! You guys survived.
Way to go!"
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, this is surreal.
They're like happy to see us.
Yeah.
This is gonna work super well. Yeah, and you guys weren't even needed, actually. The TIE fighters cleaned them up real good.
But there's a lot of stormtroopers here. Wow.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool. Like, it's weird for them. It's like, yeah, of course, they're the people. Yeah, but it's just the idea that they're like,
yep,
you guys are awesome. You did your job so well.
What's your chain code? You're getting promoted.
Oh, no.
No way.
I used to serve under him.
Will he recognize you?
Oh, yeah, no, he can see them talking.
Yeah.
Shit.
Crap.
The terminal has to scan your face.
Oh, breaking rules.
Yeah.
He's gonna take off his, Oh, now this looks super sus, man.
Right, after he went in and then walked out, they talked for a bit, and then he goes in, like... Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Oh, so he's in the system now.
Yeah. Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
That's all they had to do.
I mean, they're going to detect the security breach pretty quick, but...
I don't think that's a security breach, dude. It's just easy for them to have it, so... Oh, here we go.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
My designation is transport co-pilot.
No, sir. What's your TK number?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh. Don't use 421.
TK 593, sir.
What's your name, officer? Not dismissed.
Oh. We need troopers like you.
Yeah.
Let's get a drink.
Wow. Wow.
Oh no, they're stuck here. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Why aren't they going up to the roof?
Yeah, exactly.
Sir, what if we had a drink on the roof?
How about a toast to Operation Cinder?
Now there's a man who knows his history.
Oh.
I had to make many unpleasant decisions.
Yes, you did.
Oh. Oh no.
You lost a whole division out there.
Uh-oh.
Man, I was like 10,000 people. And all dead.
Oh, damn.
Died defending their homes.
Oh.
Fighting for freedom.
Oh.
Was it good for them?
You see, with the Redonium you've delivered, we can create havoc that's gonna make Burning Khan just pale by comparison. But what they really want is order.
Don't do it. That's terrifying.
I love this. I love this so much.
Yeah.
To the Empire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
shoot! We're shooting our way out of here!
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is what?
There's a platoon out there, dude.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
We're jumping?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
go.
okay.
They're not
All right.
Oh, here
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. What about those AA guns?
No, they've got the guns in their sights. No problem.
Oh yeah.
They just need to time
Easy.
things well. They don't want to make this last any.
Okay. Cool. So they can climb up. And this is why sniper support is incredibly helpful.
Yes. Jeez. Oh!
Yep. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. That is a hot landing.
Yeah.
Oh! All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Get out of there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's awesome.
Because he heard what they were going to do with it, and he remembered that the canister had been opened
Right.
when they came in.
We all need to sleep at night.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what's going to make him sleep at night.
Wow, that was
awesome.
That was fantastic.
Oh, and now those TIE fighters.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Boba, show your stuff.
They're a little bit more maneuverable than you, so this is going to be rough. And we're in Atmos, so gravity,
Yeah.
Guys, hang on to something, yeah.
Oh,
Seismic charges!
Yes.
Seismic charges?
Yes.
What's that gonna do to the planet, though? Oh my God, I've missed that sound.
Yeah,
I've missed that
all
sound
right,
so
all right.
much. Wow.
All right.
Too bad Mayfield didn't make it out alive back then.
Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
He's like, hold on, are you gonna kill me, or let me go? But like, do you want to like go with us, like, for the last bit of the job? That way, you're not on the same planet, you know?
They're like, hey, dude, we were gonna offer you a ride, but
Yeah.
You get the coordinates on Moff Gideon?
We did.
yeah, the planet's big. The Imperials
Yeah.
don't control the planet. They have
There
just
are locals, and
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So have that freedom. Okay, here we go, Gideon.
Oh man.
You have something I want.
Wow.
I think you have some idea what yours.
Oh yeah!
He will be back with me.
Wow!
He means more to me.
Oh my God! It's the same thing
Never know.
Yeah.
from the end of season 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's some good shit right there.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Oh, The,
So good.
the dialogue and the banter of this episode was just delicious.
So good.
Yes. Wow.
All right. Ooh.
Okay. I did not expect the whole thing with the Imperial officer. Like, but I'm so glad that happened. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up something about it in the discussion. There's a movie that we're both a fan of that did something like that, and I'm just a fan of when those types of scenes happen in general. Inglourious Bastards.
Yes, I was thinking of that too. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's drink. Yeah. And given what the Empire was originally based off of, it's, you know, a much closer, like, comparison than.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it might seem on the surface.
Right. Great concept art.
Oh, that was all just so cool.
Right.
Like, even though this is a transition to the finale that we're looking forward to, like, that was so good.
It was so good. Y'all, this is the D&D
Wow.
little party kind of motley crew thing that we were always wanting when we saw that The Mandalorian was going to be a show that would eventually have him getting allies, and it wouldn't just be, you know,
right,
the baby and him just kind of going around and stuff. So in this case, we now have our motley crew here. And while, you know, we don't really know, you know, too much about a couple of them, it does have the whole thing of, okay, here's the character that we're going to go get. Who's going to be the quippy one, the complainer, you know, all the things that we need them to be. And then we, you know, coincidentally go to a spot that they happen to actually have, like, someone there that they know in, you know, in
Right,
the
it's
galaxy, you know.
Yeah, it's the character reintroduction and loyalty mission, you know, all in one episode.
Right.
And then they
and we
exit stage
separate.
left. Right.
Yeah.
And then now they're out there in the galaxy somewhere, and it just adds more to the world, adds to the characters.
Yep.
You know, and they're a piece that Disney can now use with any other, you know, Star Wars stuff that's around this time, or they can just bring in this character that we have an attachment to.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And that's awesome. So the episode in of itself, like you said, was a transition episode.
Yep.
Thus, it was the means by which we can reasonably give our characters the methods to find Moff Gideon.
Right.
The issue is that will, Moff Gideon still be there? Will this be something where even if they do find him, they can't just assault a Star Destroyer, right?
Yeah,
Right?
like that's...
I mean, they do have Slave One.
They do have Slave One, but no, like they can't just do that. Like, but
no, yeah.
But that would be really cool to see.
But they could call in the New Republic.
Yep.
To be like, hey, you know where Moff Gideon is.
If you want him, he's right here.
Yep.
Our price is very reasonable. All we ask is that we also board the ship.
Yeah, or you guys don't completely destroy it.
Right.
Disable
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Right. There's a prisoner on there we need to rescue,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And to be fair, you can shut down a Star Destroyer pretty well without actually destroying, because the ships are just so dang big.
Yeah, disable key systems or things like that or whatever.
Yeah, or just take out, certain key areas of the personnel kind of things like the bridge and stuff, to where it's just a thing of where it's, even if that is the case, you won't have to deal with them jumping or something like that.
Okay, so fan fiction-y thing, I'm going to say this just real quick, and then we can get back to like the episode and stuff. But what if they used Slave One, and Slave One's maneuverable enough that it can dodge the guns, and then it lands on the ship, and then Din and Boba go out in their Mandalorian armor, which hasn't been shown so far to be like vacuum sealed or whatever. But if it was,
no, Mando's is.
Oh,
Din's
it is? Okay, all right.
Yeah, but Boba's is not.
Gotcha. But then we use that as a way to basically board the ship from the outside. Like,
Sure.
That would be really cool.
That would be really cool. I also think that if Boba was able to land Slave One on the Star Destroyer, then why couldn't he just shoot out some of the force fields and land inside the Star Destroyer?
Yeah.
Then
blow
it's a thing
open
of
some of the hangar doors or something.
Yeah, exactly. Classic Episode 3 stuff.
Right.
But, okay. In this episode, though, we get to see everyone basically going at it with their best stuff. But we also have the theme of order and your rules and what you're willing to sacrifice because you want something more than your rules.
Yep.
And we get this from the angle of Mayfield, in that Mayfield is doing something, here that kind of is a little bit scary because, he could die in any of these situations. Two, calling back to the times in which he was a part of something that was like that.
Yes.
Mando taking off his helmet in front of Imperials,
right?
Which are not like close people at the very least. So this is the kind of thing that most Mandalorians would be like,
well, hold on now.
Okay.
Like, okay, taking off your helmet sometimes, some are okay with it, sure. But
wearing,
letting it get scanned into the Imperial system, like that base wasn't destroyed, so
yeah, exactly.
They could get that info if they wanted to.
Right. To be fair, one of the things that will be cool about this report is they will have no info as to whether or not this was actually Mando, because they can't correlate his face to
That's
the
true.
armor.
That is a great point. He was in totally different armor.
Which means that actually they look a lot like a rebel cell. So like the Rebel Alliance, essentially like the New Republic, basically like hiring people to infiltrate the base and then just get in and do a bunch of damage and leave.
Yeah.
So that feels like probably like that rather than it was a bunch of mercenaries or something like that. Except Slave One did kind of show up.
Yeah.
And if they recognize Slave One, that could be the tie-in to where they're like, wait a minute.
Yep. The way they set up the mission really quickly, they've got to, in this episode, they had to bring in a character, give them an arc, have them leave, tie into the finale episode, but then also set up and run through and conclude the mission that they were on, right? Those were all different things, and they managed to do them in parallel very well.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ways that they handled that was with the whole thing of hey, we need to infiltrate this base. We don't want this guy to be by himself, right? Yeah. Because Mayfeld, we
don't trust him fully.
We don't trust him fully, and also it's good to have backup, right?
Yep.
So that makes sense, right?
Yep.
All of this stuff is good for conflict, but then also like within the characters, but then also good for just the technical sides of the plot, right?
Right.
Because it's like, okay, we're going to infiltrate this Imperial base and everything. Cool. Then they're like, all right, we'll do this, and Boba gives his whole thing of, wouldn't be good if I went in there.
All three of them had reasons to why they couldn't go in.
Exactly.
Kara, even though she wanted to, they were like, no, actually, no, that's a bad idea.
One of the worst people to go in there, you know.
Which is funny because by Kara not going in, we avoided the situation of where when they needed someone besides Mayfeld to scan their face into the terminal, if she had done that, if she had been there, the whole system would have been like, alert, alert, you know?
Yeah, and what, you send in the assassin in there, it's like, this isn't, they're not registered to be here.
Well, she also literally said I am literally like on their like, you know, bad list. Like,
right, which also...
I'm not like the ISB specifically.
Right.
Which is a great thing to have brought up.
Yeah, because I don't think the ISB had been canonized before now.
Oh, yeah, it's canonized. It's just not in the movies.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that are canon but aren't in the movies.
Okay.
Stuff like in Rebels, specifically. The ISB was canonized in Rebels.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't see Rebels, so okay, that is good to know. But yeah, for ISB, for those who don't know, it's the Imperial Security Bureau. But yeah, lots of crazy stuff happens with that in the extended universe and apparently... also in canon. So that was cool that they had that. But then there's the whole thing of the chase of we need to get to the facility. Infiltrating the facility alone in the scene that happens in there and everything, that would have been just fine if that was all we got this episode. But the whole thing of them going through the jungle and whatnot and the people chasing them and they can't go too fast or whatever because there's... volatile explosives
on board. There were a lot of little parameters to the actual infiltration that made it way more exciting than just the initial stuff on paper.
Exactly. Like Star Wars, I think one of the things that it does really well, even in like some of the movies that people don't necessarily like as much, is that the fights are dynamic because of the environment and things like that. There are a lot of other variables that basically make it so that it's not just people shooting blasters or waving lightsabers. It's okay, there's lava exploding everywhere and we have to hop on these robots. Or, there's energy fields that keep coming in and different platforms and levels. There's lots of ways that you can use this crazy sci-fi universe to make the fights more than just who is gooder at killing, right?
Yeah, because usually that's going to be just the protagonist. And
exactly.
That kind of makes it less fun.
Yep.
But in this case here, we have a character who's not one of the typical protagonists, quipping a lot and giving a lot of good character banter opportunities, but also one that's essentially someone that they could just kill off at any point, and the plot wouldn't be harmed in any way. So it's that extra tension of, hey, I'm actually starting to like this guy.
Right.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only did I like him like a little bit before, but like I like him a lot more now. And then when we get into the probably one of the more tense scenes in the whole like episode with actually going in, then he realizes, oh my God, I served under that guy.
Yep.
And I loved that they set this up with the ISB name drop, because one of the things that guy gave off the vibes of is a setup that they used in another movie, Inglourious Bastards, which, the Empire in Star Wars is very much modeled after certain things within the Nazi regime and stuff like that.
Like Stormtroopers is just a straight up name copy,
Yep, exactly. But ISB is basically the equivalent of kind of the SS, So basically, the idea of those scenes in Inglourious Bastards where they're seated around a table.
Let's have a drink.
Yeah, let's have a drink. Yeah. And it's the thing of where the ISB officer, he can tell that there's something, idiot, that there's something a little bit fishy about them.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit cocky, so he's like, I'm going to keep them here for now.
Which it's a way to keep them under his eye, but then also keep them in a particular place, in a populated area.
Right, and I think what he first thought was he initially asks, where are you from? And you could see that Mayfeld was like, no, I'm doing the talking.
Yeah.
And the way he kind of gives the talking power to Mayfeld and then realizes, wait a minute, oh, we're going to talk about the past? Oh, the glory of the Empire? Yeah. I'll get into that. And then he realizes, wait a minute, this guy cares a bit too much about this. And at that point, I think that's the point where he should have basically looked at his buddies and been like, all right, we need to take these guys in for questioning.
Oh, yeah.
But he's too cocky.
Well, and by the way,
shot for it.
Speaking of like the cocky and the personality and all that stuff,
yeah,
Mayfeld, I would say, is is a great example of the best kinds of characters to have paired up with Mando.
Yes,
because Mando is the silent protagonist, right? And oftentimes he has a helmet on. Almost always he has a helmet on, so there's even less expression or it's harder for the expression to come through, right?
Yeah.
So one of the generally, I would say, most or least liked characters in the series was the character that Mando was originally introduced with, Mr. Blue, like bounty.
Yeah, he came back in for the one thing on the outpost and stuff, the science outpost. Yeah.
And while I totally understand why people don't like that character, he played a purpose in that because I bring so much energy and conversation to the scene.
Exactly.
I am a great sounding board and contrast point for the silent character. That way, it doesn't just seem like they're being passively silent, but they're being actively silent, right?
Or they would be a good sounding board for them because
sure, yeah.
And then would be
right. And then in this situation, where we have now a few characters that Mando's paired up with, right, to go rescue Grogu. The one character that they have for the transition episode, they have be the one that is the talkative one, right? That not only will be a lot easier to quickly have a story that's heartfelt with them, but also bring stuff out of Mando.
Yes.
And I really appreciate that.
And that's where the dialogue, I think, was rather good this episode. And in some ways, it showed me a little bit how maybe because there wasn't actually a lot of fan service this episode.
Oh, sure.
It's a weird thing to make a comparison to, but I think this was just a overall just better written episode than a couple of the more recent, more fan servicey episodes because this felt like a human story.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that because Star Wars there's tons of like species and stuff like that. I'm meaning like it felt like a personal story because you have, Din who's going to basically save his son, his kid. But you also have this other guy who is bringing up ideas of, wait a minute, have you really thought about like who you are and what you want? And not only that, like why you do things this way? Like, and then to have the guy who ends up being the big kind of antagonist threat really in the personal sense in the base brings up the idea of, guys, do you see? Like, they're gonna want us back. People don't want freedom; they want order. I loved the way they basically set this guy up to be like, oh yeah, he is the example of why Moff Gideon believes what he's doing.
Sure.
And then, do you remember what the name of the episode was?
The Believer.
The Believer in this creepy case here was the Imperial officer.
And I was wondering about that. I was like, okay, the Believer. That would be cool if they did it for one of our main cast, but that doesn't seem like I actually was kind of thinking of Gideon, but I was like, but that doesn't seem like it would be saying anything to say that Gideon is the Believer. This is way better. Like, and this kind of like self-aware commentary kind of like that we got here is something we don't usually hardly ever get in Star Wars,
or it's not handled this well because it's not done through the lens of a personal story.
I would say Rogue One was one of the movies that did some of that, but for various issues and stuff it landed the way it landed, which some good, some bad,
a lot of good with regards to where things went eventually with Rogue One, but the opportunities,
it had some rough patches.
Right, the opportunities for the personal story to be gotten out of within the individual characters was something that was because there's too many of them. But,
and they were dealing with a movie. In a TV show
TV
like
show,
this. This is perfect. This is what it was made for, right? It's
really,
that this is, you can have an episode like this, and one of the other reasons why I think I love this episode so much is because with like say the Ahsoka episode, right? I love that episode, but I expected to love that episode, right? And I love this show, so I'm expecting to love all the episodes pretty much, right?
Exactly.
But this was an episode that in my mind didn't even necessarily need to happen, and yet it happened, and it was wonderful.
Right. The episode is serving a purpose to give our characters, like I said, a reason to why they know where Moff Gideon is.
Right.
But while we're doing that, why not tell an actual individual story while we're doing that? So thus Mayfeld and Bill Burr, you're a comedian, but you can act, buddy. I thought you did pretty well. The bit where Din has his mask off and they're at the table and he just kind of looks at him like, and then the way Burr just decided to be like he kind of had this look of like he was weighing like, am I fine dying here? Yeah, I think I'm fine dying here. I really hate this guy. So I'm fine dying here. All right,
this is worth
and
it.
Then shoots him like. that was a great build-up bit for it. But then also the way they got out was really exciting because it pulled in the fact that they have eyes in the sky shooting to cover their backs, but then also that they basically had to get out on the outside of this base, which meant in some ways like they got not only a little bit lucky with the fact that they could get out that way, but it just shows how close they were constantly to death danger of that scale. Because once they got the code, nothing that Mayfield did could protect him from. Basically, he had no plot armor at that point anymore. So at that point, if he died in any way, shape, or manner, it would be something to where we would look back on his decision to kill that guy and go, yeah, he thought it was worthwhile.
Yeah,
so,
I would be sad
he
that
couldn't sleep at night.
Right,
if he
exactly.
didn't kill this guy.
Exactly.
Here. Yeah.
And if he had died there, I would have been sad because I really liked how they built him up as a character. But at the same time, that would have been because Mandalorian as a show is kind of a space western, right? As far as the aesthetic that it takes and all that stuff, right? So, what a space western way to go out, right? Then this is a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and and the consequences. Well, if you die, was it worth it? Well, he decided it was.
Yeah. And I loved also that they literally called back to that bit where he was talking about, hey, if you can sleep at night, then you're doing better than most others. And then he sees the fact that he's like, wait a minute.
We did actually help them here.
Well, yeah, because he told them that. But the officer told him that. But also he's like, wait a minute. I remember, because I want to bring this up. I think that when they came in with the transport with everything there, I don't know if they showed that it closed off the actual port for the Rhydonium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so they threw the detonator. They attached the detonator onto it, and he threw it off. But I don't think he shut it from that point. So then when they drove it into dock, basically, it had been open the entire time, which is a fun little like Imperial negligence kind of thing.
Exactly.
There. But it's also like it's a big troop transport or big transport thing.
There wasn't a lot of time that passed from here to then.
Exactly.
15 minutes later, oh, they got it up to the place. Oh yeah, no, I'll get that in a second. I'm just gonna take a piss first, and then boom. Yeah. Also, the whole scene of them when they arrived, because the chase sequence, the fact that it lasted that long and still worked that well, that surprises me, right? And I loved it, right? And it didn't take too much time from the rest of the episode. We were still able to have that scene with the officer and have it really not feel rushed. It landed, right? But when they get in and the TIE fighters come in and strafe in and shoot the pirates chasing them and everything, and then there are all the stormtroopers, covering fire, and then they pull in and everyone's cheering for them, stormtroopers and miners right next to each other with the Imperial officers and everything. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Like that's
That's a fun one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just think about that. Just like you guys are heroes for these people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's to say who's right? War is crazy and
and this isn't even war.
No.
They're now, to be fair, they are making this basically this equivalent of, I would say, an explosive fuel or some kind of compound like this for the purpose of making weapons and stuff.
Right.
But the average stormtrooper person there.
Yeah.
It's kind of
stormtroopers aren't clones.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that's like important to bring up because yes, there's the whole thing with the clones, and that's a different kind of commentary,
totally
with the prequels and everything. But just because they all wear identical armor and everything, and maybe a lot of them aren't very good at shooting, that doesn't mean that there aren't people behind those helmets.
And I like that they chose to have the miners be there.
Yes,
because what I'm guessing is the case is that the miners at the very least are not like slaves necessarily.
Right.
However, I do believe they are Imperials.
Yes, they are Imperials, but it's something where they're not necessarily military, so that's a distinction. But yeah, having the miners there and cheering. And seemingly enthusiastic, not like, all right, now cheer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like they aren't being coerced.
Exactly.
So that.
Yeah, it's eerie in that you realize that there are people that agree with the ISB officer's statement and that they want the Empire back. Like, think about that, for instance. Two, it's basically the thing of where, oh, just because these people are there working with the Empire doesn't mean they're automatically going to be, you know, doing the equivalent of what the ISB officer is doing. However, they don't necessarily care. Maybe.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The idea that a lot of the people that Din and Mayfeld were shooting maybe would have been people they could have been friends with. Mayfeld certainly was friends with, you know, the people in his division before it, you know, got completely destroyed, which I love as a quick way to basically show that, yeah, no, this is why he's not in, you know, with the Imperials anymore, and this is why he has very strong feelings on the matter. So
but yeah, great episode to make us basically question a lot of the things that from the protagonist's perspective he's come to accept as just being this way. And we used it through the lens of Mayfeld's character and then the ISB officer, who is basically the terror of what the Empire could represent if it actually comes back. And given that our protagonist's main goal is a personal one, this is where we can start shifting things maybe a little bit towards a larger scale type of motivation if he ends up getting the kid back very soon.
Right. One of the other things that I want to point out is that in this season, they've done a lot of stuff of showing basically how having Din basically reflect on his own culture. Right. And that's with, you know, that's with the people that he runs into and how they think of Mandalorians.
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, the Marshal back on Tatooine.
Boba.
You know, Boba. And even here with him talking to Mayfeld and Mayfeld being like, you know, in all those wars that the Mandalorians were a part of, which by the way, that was a plural thing. That was plural. So I'm just saying.
I think he's assuming also as well, because that's ancient history, the stuff that we're talking about. So it's more the thing of, Mandalorians had wars. That's
right. That's what they do.
That's what they did.
Right. And do you think the other people care? And it's like, you know, the people that, you know, whose lives get ended or upended because of it.
Or did the Mandalorians that went in those wars necessarily have a choice? Or did their culture shape them in such a way to where they were like, I must do this?
And it's not that it's like that it's saying like, oh, it is this way or another way. Like Mayfeld definitely has his statements that he makes.
Totally.
But it's more of just that it causes Din to question things, right? And then it makes a lot more sense that he's like, okay, you know what? Even though this is something that I hold to be very sacred to me, I am willing to take off my helmet here to do the scan.
Because I need to get the kid back.
Right, I need to get the kid back.
He
but
means more to me than you would ever know.
Yeah, that whole line was bringing that whole thing back. That was
he quoted it word for word. From what he said at the season 1 penultimate episode.
That feels basically like a Taken thing of the, you know, I've acquired a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. You know, like. Oh man.
Yeah. I hope he didn't just tip their hand though.
I think he might have.
Because if he communicated,
go somewhere else.
Hold on. The idea that he sent this communique out, this wasn't sent directly to the ship.
Probably not. Yeah.
But for a second, I thought it might have been, which is just the dumbest thing ever if they actually had it be like that. Which is there's no way. But the fact that it might have been sent out to General Imperials,
right?
Which is like, wait a minute,
and then it'll bubble its way up the food chain.
Bubble its way up because it's literally addressing Moff Gideon.
Right.
Yeah, that's that's something to where I'm almost wondering if maybe he's setting a trap for Moff Gideon. Maybe.
Possibly.
'Cause he's not on the Razor Crest.
No. He's on Slave 1.
Yeah. Okay. Final thing, seismic charges are back, and just every time I get to hear the
like
that sound effect is just like,
because I feel like it's something where people meme on the prequels because there are some wonderful memes in there, right?
Yes.
But you know, back when the prequels were what the Star Wars fans were being toxic about, it was something where I still felt like there was a lot of overlooking of the good stuff that was added in there.
Of course.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that we're bringing back these stuff and it's like, no, you like to see this stuff from the prequels brought back up, don't you? Because this was good stuff.
This was awesome.
Yeah. So, and it's in
more of that.
atmosphere here, so you don't have to worry about the thing of seismic charges being used in space. So, you know, it brings the thing back and also smooths over the rough edges.
I mean, it is a thing that could have its own specific encased thing. So I never understood that critique.
No, it's more of just the, why do we hear dubstep when it happens? But, you know, yeah, because it's cool, damn
Arl
it.
Knots, I got you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But,
oh, these are fat beats, yes! Oh, I'm coming off!
Oh my god. But, anyways, so this happened, and now we have the finale, which, the one thing I'm curious about, because I thought they might do another two-parter finale. And this,
I guess not.
And this isn't really, because it's a segue into the finale.
Definitely not.
So then, how long is the finale going to be?
Probably about 40 minutes or so.
I'm guessing.
45.
Because Gideon has a big ship. You don't just deal with that quickly. Like,
maybe they don't get the kid back.
Oh my god, no.
Dude, that could be it. It's just a thing of where it's like...
And then that's the, okay, and now we have this squad for all of season 3, basically. And
So here's where their set piece thing is, it makes it really obvious here. They brought in the Beskar staff, the Beskar spear.
Yeah.
The Beskar spear versus the Darksaber, and it's just whoever's wielding the spear. Yeah,
right.
There you go. And then we have Dark Troopers for everyone else, which...
I mean,
I'm so ready for that. I am so ready for that.
My body is ready.
Yeah. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see full-length timer version of this reaction discussion, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on any level support that gives you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us and the community there about The Mandalorian, Star Wars, TV shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
Yes, so the info for it is down in the description. We stream every weekday. But for the gaming stuff, Caleb, you're playing
Cyberpunk 2077 on Wednesdays and Fridays.
And then on Thursdays, I'm playing Persona 4 Golden.
And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.